All right, you guys, welcome back to interview season. I got a fun one for you here. You can see the screen, so I have no idea what is about to happen here, but it's been a long time since we did anything like this. So it's fun to do it a little bit. You guys can see there's a bunch of stuff in the background getting work done here. So you'll see this stuff change. For now, I'm just rocking a computer and we're gonna have some fun with it. Tamer, good morning, dude.
What's up?
What the heck is all over this screen? Thanks for doing the interview. I usually I set these things up. Looking at this, I got nothing, bud. What the heck's on that screen?
Basically, Prod. I mean, since it's supposed to be a pre-finals interview, I just went ahead and put Fig and Muntz's statistics teams over there for their kill to death, and then I went ahead and put Team Anonymous. That's what we're going to be playing under. I don't know what the numbers are going to be exactly. 498 and 145 are going to be what the players going to be generated by Fortnite. But I just, put them out there just as a random number. And then I had down at the bottom, I just wanted to point out the difference in the championships. I mean, obviously, you got one guy on the other team that's ever won anything. And, then you got some repeat winners on the right. The one thing I wanted to point out, though, Prod, is Hall does have 2 championships, but the one was vacated after that whole episode with playing Afro instead of Rifey. So I went ahead and just fixed that on the screen for everybody.
I don't remember that entire story, so let's come back to it for a second later, because I vacated as a
I can definitely remember that one.
All right. Anything else you're trying to say on this screen, or you want to break it down, or we're just gonna leave it up so it can stay there?
I figured I'd just put in a background. I mean, I didn't think anybody wanted to see like the little kid's easel and another extra TV in the background. So I figured I'd put something SIF related. Get the Crossroads courtyard out there.
Yeah, it looks good.
I wanted to get Requiem. Quarantine, but I couldn't find it. Couldn't find the picture, so I just went ahead and got this off of Twitter.
I didn't know that Hall had 2 championships. And you say that one was vacated. Go ahead, tell me the story.
He was also in the finals in season 3. He was on that team with Chris and Zoo and West that lost in overtime to us in Crossroads. Whatever that was, like it was the season that Campbell got his championship MVP and pulled off the
tiebreaker was Ruins, no? Not Crossroads?
Ruins was the second map, but Crossroads was the map.
I don't.
That Campbell killed Chris and Zoo in the tents and then defused it, and Amanda was like, nowhere to be found across the map. Nobody said anything to her about planting the bomb. I think she got to like the.
I interviewed him about this. Now I remember this.
Yeah, I think she was like up at the top of the fish market whenever he defused the bomb.
He knew where she was. I remember that.
Well, he didn't really know, but I mean, we knew that she was camping in the base every round because Avedi died to her like 4 rounds in a row and kept crying about
it. Just because you said his name, you have any thoughts on Avedi you want to share? Not that I'm trying to get attack a certain guy. I like him too.
I think Avedi's got some real points, and I think nobody listens to him because it's Avedi, and then it's how it works out. I mean, he was dead right about Christopher ringing for Viper. They got dirty all mad. I mean, Viper would have outperformed Chris in that war, and Chris didn't even do anything. And that was the start. Then he left. Then he came back. Now he's back again as unknown assassin or whatever. It's amazing. It's amazing that a guy that only would ever post in the chat at 11 o'clock and play late at night disappears, and then some guy that doesn't have a mic that posted the exact same time, only plays late at night, shows up. I mean, I don't know. CMD's probably right. That's definitely Avedi.
And I've thought that since very early on. When I go to edit this before we post it, I should put the screenshot up. But I have, like DMs, trying to help him with the mic, or being like, dude, do this. You could tell by the answers. It is if this dude wanted to talk, he'd be talking. That's all I'm saying. And he talks plenty in the Discord. Oh, he could definitely hear.
You can't play Sif if you don't have a mic. There's no way.
I remember around on Blizzard, where he like sniped a couple people and then he knew exactly what door to come. I'm like, yeah, okay, dude, okay. But yeah, I mean,
Second,
if I was
second,
if I was
second
a
time
Vetty and I
playing.
was that ass hurt, I would probably do it too. I cut off what you said.
Second time playing, he's dropping 12 kills. Yeah, okay.
Exactly. What was I going to say? So for the finals, I probably can't get you to say anything like actually vulnerable, but maybe I can get you transparent. What I'm going to force you to say some things about Fig and Munson's team. I can let you say whatever you want, but I think when you get to a certain point like this in a season where a bunch of people are playing a bunch of different play styles, what about them impresses you, or what about them? If you don't mind, unless you just want to step on their neck, then I
Well, I
get
mean,
that too.
I don't know. I mean, the word impress is kind of a joke because I wouldn't say anything that they've done has impressed me. But uh, I mean, I would say the biggest threat's going to be if Hall has a good game or if he has a bad game. I mean, if he has a good game, uh, it could be a problem. If Hall has a bad game, I'm not really too concerned. I'm not too concerned about the rest of the team. I mean, I'm a little disappointed that we're playing against Munts and not Urged or Dirty, just because I know that they can't win when it counts. But I mean, Munts hasn't ever really won either in the finals. So I mean,
Going. Does Fig have a championship?
no, Fig didn't have a championship. He lost. He lost that season. It was him, Sean, and Urged, and that's when they started calling him the 11th round phenom or whatever.
Gotcha.
I didn't watch it, so I don't really know much about it. But I know that he lost that, and then last season, then they were supposed to be the number one seed, and
I
they
was on that
got
team.
beat by us. That was whenever Cement pulled off that 3 kills on Vigilance, and then I
Yeah.
killed Fig for the final, and then we got the map pick and won in the tiebreaker.
This was in the playoffs.
Yeah, that was last season in the semifinals. But he also had
Somebody
Scott. He had
rang.
Scott
Somebody
on his team
rang for
last
you.
season. He had Scott on his
Somebody
team last season, and he can't win in the
somebody
playoffs.
somebody rang for you guys.
I don't think anybody
Dirty
ranked.
dirty rang for you guys.
No, I don't think anybody ranked for us.
Oh, maybe last week of the season somebody rang.
Yeah, maybe, but nobody ranked for us in the playoffs.
I feel like ringers shouldn't be allowed in the playoffs, but whatever. I mean, this ain't real life. Well, it is real life, but it's not for pay. So nothing they did was impressive. All right. So who's gonna win?
So I would say we're gonna win. I'm not. I mean, we haven't lost a season. We haven't lost one all season, so looks like somebody's trying to join this.
Yeah. You did that,
Just
huh?
to back him out for a little bit.
Yeah. Screw this. Yeah, out of here. Maybe I can let him view
Yeah,
lobby. I'm gonna leave him there for a minute.
it still shows another one on the screen right now, bro.
It shows him.
No, it shows another. It shows another one of those things that says he's waiting in the lobby.
And so I see it on the right hand side. Like you see waiting in the lobby, right? And then in the meeting too. And then I
There's another waiting in the lobby on the screen right now.
in front of you, like you can't see me.
Off to my right is covering up anonymous 145 and then like the 3 names below it.
All right. Don't worry about your screen because it's not cutting it off on mine. And I
All
think it
right.
has to stay. Oh, you can probably just hit
Oh
the
yeah, I got rid of it. No,
yeah,
we're good.
yeah,
I
yeah,
just
yeah. There
X'd
you
out.
go.
It must have been on my screen only.
One more second. See, like he feels bad that I found out. So I mean, I get to have some fun. He weaseled his way in, right? So we'll see. I'm not always so safe. So why are you gonna win? I'm sorry. I know we were messing with popping this
Well,
guy in.
I mean, I think we're gonna win. I think the maps are in our favor just for Camel's game style, and then anonymous 761 and 693 have had a great season.
Are we gonna fill these in at some point? Or
Well,
what's
I mean,
your
it just goes in order. It just goes in order whether we're drafted. So 761's Mr. President and 693's Green Frost. I mean, they played if you look at last season, Prez, Camel, and Green, I believe, all played together in Requiem against us in the first round of the playoffs. And I mean, maybe I don't know if Guck was on their team. Maybe Guck was on their team too. I don't know. But they've obviously already all played together in that same setting. And Strict and I've played before together. Strict obviously has played with Camel. Prez and I've played together. I mean, I think we got a lot of chemistry on our team because we've all played with each other before. I think outside of maybe Greenfrost and Tingley.
Yeah, I think I mean it's kind of proven in really anything competitive that's a team sport. The more you can kind of compound, chemistry and relational stuff outside of just, 8 people with an understanding of a game. It definitely seems like it plays out. And I know you had said, I don't know if this is kosher to say, but I'm saying it. I know you had said you feel like, I mean, we all know that Camel's like a raging retard sometimes. I can't say that. I'm sorry. But we know where I'm going
Only
with that.
season 5, season 4. The first time he was around Strict, yeah, I think he yelled at Guck only, and then I I don't like really even remember him yelling that much, and then
You play once a
literally.
week. Fucking guy yells a lot.
Well, that's what
A lot.
everybody said. I was like, I don't really remember, but maybe it was just because I camped so much that I was always alive, and so I didn't get to hear the death screaming. But season 5, I mean, Camel went off about every other death, and then this season, because he's back with Strict again, it's been. I think outside of Camel getting mad at me in Liberation, and then like the 5 or 6 times on poor Guck, I think he's like actually been really calm.
Edit out the poor Guck part. Just Guck. I'm not saying poor Guck.
No, I
No, I'm
mean
just kidding.
sometimes Guck gets yelled at for stuff that really doesn't have anything to do with Guck. I mean, there's other times where you're watching like, what are you doing, Guck? But there's been times where Guck's gotten yelled at that there wasn't really any reason to yell at Guck.
Makes sense. And it was from Camel. But I thought
Oh
I
yeah,
think
no,
this was
yeah. The rest of our team's always laid back.
well, Prez has some high energy sometimes, but I love playing with Prez. Um, he's aside from Strict, he might be one of my favorite guys. Um, so you also, speaking of Strict, you mentioned that Strict literally changes Camel's value. I forget
Well,
exactly what you said, but that little rage or that ability to maybe break up the comms for a round or do something a little bit silly. You're saying this season, and again, I'm saying that because we've all observed it. You're saying that's not really happening. So I think that's a big piece of your team stuff too. But I forget exactly how you said it. So tell me again.
well, I don't remember what I exactly said, but I mean, Strict obviously keeps him in line and keeps him in check from going crazy. But it might honestly just be because whenever he's playing with Strict, he's winning more, and so then he doesn't get as mad about the. Because I mean, season 3, whenever it was his first season, I think Camel maybe like got mad like twice the entire season, and it was like very very. It wasn't even like he got mad, like he just
The
kind
Gizmo
of,
season.
huh?
The Gizmo season.
Yeah, the Toxic Bunnies. Like I don't even remember him ever yelling
That
or
was
something.
his first season. No.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was his first season because
Yeah.
Greenfrost
I
was
mean,
trying to get him in the 6th round or something, and I played with him on one Saturday. I played with him on one Saturday for like 4 maps in a brunch lobby, and he literally beat Loco, who I think is a top 10 player. He beat Loco like 4 straight gunfights, and the one he was using like the pogo stick and was jumping up and down, and then killed Loco. And I messaged Giz within 3 minutes after the draft was over, and I was like, "Yeah, that guy's a second-round talent." I was like, "I don't know why people let him drop to the last pick in the 3rd round, or why anybody thought he should be in the 6th round." And then, obviously, he got the Finals MVP or whatever, and he gets to throw that in Urge's face for eternity until Urge finally wins one.
this is probably why they manage, the entry of certain players and their visibility into professional sports, so that stuff like that can't happen. Where you just buy a guy that, you hide him in a fucking bunker. Um, and he's even mad like he was hid in a bunker. Um, yeah, that's interesting. But I mean, talking about his, you know, um, ability to be more composed. I mean, it's like the first couple weeks at work. Nobody knows you. Yeah, you can't really. He was too new, I think, to show his true colors. Now we know just how much of a I love him.
He was like
But
that the whole season, even in the playoffs. Though he didn't. He didn't.
this year, you're talking
Huh?
this. You're talking this season or the Gizmo season
No,
again?
I'm talking Gizmo season. Even in the playoffs and against whenever we were in the playoffs with Gizmo, like he didn't really say much. I mean, he just showed up and played, and then
And then
season four, like I said,
won.
season four. Outside of him yelling at Guck, he really didn't yell at anybody either. But uh, I think it's if Campbell's losing is the only time whenever Campbell gets mad, which nobody likes to lose. I mean,
Oh
there's some
yeah, I
people.
guess that's
There,
true. You haven't lost a war yet, so I guess we'll find out. If
yeah, I
you
mean,
if you do, it'll probably be epic.
without a doubt, I think probably the entire community is rooting against us between either me, Camel, and John on the same team. I mean, I mean, just think about this for a second. If you're urged, for example, okay, he doesn't want to root for Muntz because him and Muntz both argue about who the better player is, and then he's got Camel who's
Months.
ragging him. Yeah, I would agree. Then you got Camel ragging him about his Finals MVP, and then I mean, who's he going to root for? He's basically just hoping neither team wins, gets canceled or something.
Well, there's two people on this video call right now, and 100% of the people on the call are rooting for you guys. Just
No, well,
genuinely
that's good.
honest. I hate some of you, but they have fig, so fuck that. Um, so you said that Loco is a top 10 talent.
Yeah,
Are you ready? Are you ready for this question?
I mean, I don't know what the question is, but probably.
Current top 10.
Uh,
Fuck it,
current
rattle it off.
current top 10. I mean, if it would be based off of any time I've ever played, I would put Chris at number one just because he had a Zen. But I would
No,
say
current active players, and through this perspective, here's the lens. Um, somebody, I don't know, somebody bought a SIF franchise and they hired your smartass, and all the players are available. Who's the
well,
top
I'd
10
I'd
players?
say I'd say the first person I'd take if you can get by the rule manipulation would be West. I mean, West is
Rule,
probably
rule
West.
manipulation?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
West
like
West has
his.
manipulated the rules multiple times, and then people get a negative connotation towards him. I mean, like I said, he did it to us in season four.
All right,
But
so much for the fucking. I'm gonna play this fucking interview live on fucking on Twitch now. I'm just gonna roll it, like, cause that should. Kudos to you to say some of the harder stuff. But yeah, I think that is a feeling. I think you're exactly right. I think
I
people have to
think
get over
if you look at
exactly that.
statistics, West is probably the best player in Civ, and he has a lot of strategy. And if people get mad that he camps, I mean, yeah, it gets old after a while. But in the same token, if that's what it takes to win, then I mean, that's what you got to do, and that's just how it works.
Okay, I like it. Number two.
I'd say, and people aren't going to agree with this, but I think Strick's the second best player in Civ.
I hear his name in people's mouth a lot more. Like I said, he's one of my favorites. Number three.
I don't know if this is considered active or not. He still plays though, but I would say Ghost is number three.
You tell me I've written three names down and I didn't get to write months yet. Okay.
No, I probably got months close to the very end of the top
Well,
10.
no, keep going then. My bad. Maybe that's just me giving him too much hype. I probably shouldn't have said that. It's your top 10. I was just.
So I mean, Ghost played 2 seasons. He's got 2 championships. I mean, the kid's always lasering people. I mean, whatever.
Yeah,
Bub,
he's
I'd put
pretty
Bub
good.
at number four. I mean, he's won 4 times, and I mean, the kid never is mad. He just like shows up, has a good time, and he's not toxic. Uh, Number five, I'd have to probably give the guy that started the footies revolution for me, and that would be Sean. Sean definitely is a top five player. And as long as Sean doesn't get rattled, I mean, he's going to win like 90% of his gunfights. Number six, I would
At
say,
times, arguably the best player in my mind. Sean can decide. He's very. It's another name you haven't wrote. Go ahead. I'm running your top 10. Go ahead. Had to give Sean some love.
Gizmo is number six. You can't win. You can't win 3 times. You can't win 3 times in the first 3 seasons and not be in the top 10. Like it just doesn't work that way. You got to take everything into account. You got to take everything into account, Prod. And when you talk about teamwork, strategy, you got to put Gizmo in there.
I feel bad how much that caught me by surprise. I'm sorry, Giz. I think you're really good. I wish my face wasn't on camera. All right. I can't argue with that logic either. I can't. That's pretty good, dude.
Number 7, I would put. Now, see, if you're basing it strictly off the last 2 seasons when he got ruined by Dirty and Urged, I'm not sure, but 187 season 4 and season 5. I mean, he basically won. He basically on season 5 was CMD. I mean, he was the workhorse on that team. But then he got paired with Urged, and then his statistics started dropping drastically. 8, I'd put Loco at 8. And then my 9 and 10.
Wow. I've been trying to get months to do an interview. I'm saying his name again. You just made this real easy. Go ahead. Sorry. 9. I'm sorry. I can't believe I did that again.
I'd say 9 and 10 is kind of like a coin flip between 3 players. I would say it's probably between Fig, Muntz, and Camel. I think probably Fig is the best overall player of that group. I think Camel probably has better tactical skills, and Muntz is probably the best shooter of the group. So if I were to just simply say, I would say I'd probably put Fig and Muntz and then put Camel at 11, but I could definitely put Camel at 9 and move the other 2 down. I think it's just kind of a coin flip on the final 3.
Well, that's wonderful that you want to stay soft like that. No, give me 9 and 10 and leave a player out.
I'd say I'd put Fig and Muntz 9 and 10, and then Camel would be left out.
Perfect. All right. One more question for you, and then we'll let this fucking guy talk. When did you join SIF? I'm just curious.
So I joined sometime early 2020. It would have been like February or March. I think it was in February. And it took me forever to get into a stupid lobby because people wouldn't play during the day. And then I finally got in one with John the Killer. Dirty Dragon was apparently in it too because he sent me a message. I didn't log back on the Discord for like 4 months, and he had sent me a message. He's like, hey,
You
you
want
got
to
a
join my
plan
clan?
or something? Yeah, and I didn't even, like I said, I didn't open it up, so I don't know anything about it. And I kind of wrote back to him like a month later and was just like, yeah, I don't know how often I'm going to be playing because it was at the beginning of tax season, in the middle of tax season, so I kind of
Yeah,
just,
you were dead.
and then I don't remember why I got back on, or maybe I re-downloaded Discord. I don't know, but anyway, I think I just like randomly decided, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna go try this out again, and I signed up for the season 2, and I mean I had a good time playing in season 2, but honestly, if I would have played on like a team that won 1 or 2 games season 2, I probably wouldn't have played again because
Sure.
I mean, there were some times in season 2 I was just like, well, this is kind of lame. But season 3 was a lot of fun. So was season 4. So then I just kind of kept playing.
Yeah, and I think it was observed that your engagement went up with each one of those seasons as well. That's interesting.
Here's my prodigy child playing Pokemon.
Little Lanner.
Well, you can fight him, Peanut.
We should probably watch the language then. All right, I think that's all I probably joined in May of 2020. It took me a long time to get into it though. It was tough.
You can get the pony out.
All right, let's bring your boy on since he worked so hard to get to this point.
Well,
anything else you want to say before he just left? That's fine.
Looks like he left the thing, Prod.
I see that.
I'll shoot him a text. I mean, he's the one that wanted to join it.
Are you out of time though?
They got like 10 minutes left. I just sent him a message. I don't know. Yeah, he disappeared right when he was getting ready to get in. Oh, there he is.
Oh, yeah, let's go, man. Oh. Oh my God. I didn't
Right
get
there
that
he
fucking.
is.
I'm kicking him out because I can see the pickaxe. Fuck this. I'm just kidding. Oh, we got to watch language with him too. I don't think he has headphones on, Camo, and his little one just came in. Just FYI.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave your faces up. People are done with my face.
Well,
All right,
plus the
you.
best looking guy in SIF just got here, so.
Yeah, you've managed to literally weasel your way into every actual facet of SIF. So congratulations on finding your way in here. I like it.
We just give the people what they want.
That is, yeah. And then we listen to what they want clearly, and then we execute on it. Good to see you though, handsome. Paneling still looking killer.
Thanks.
Your boy. This was fun, by the way, but your boy is. I can't believe it's top 10. I don't know if you guys want to say something before I even go into that, because I think I'm going to end with this. And there's a couple people that have been trying to book interviews, and Tamer's top 10 just booked the interviews for me.
I'd like you to refer to him as the best teammate in SIF moving forward.
Yeah. Okay.
No, but I
Dude,
he can feel the love.
He's the glue to our team, dude. It's like a Jenga, and he glues it all together.
What glue does he use?
Elmer's.
Okay. So I asked Tamer to try and say something positive about the other team that you're playing, and he struggled. I used the word impressive in the question I formed. I'm trying to force you guys to acknowledge their team a little bit. You're entitled to answer however you want. Is there anything that you'd like to say about Fig and Month that's not just fuck you bitches and a washing machine? Anything you want to compliment
I don't respect
at all?
them at all.
Who do you respect? Anyone? Yeah, you do. That wasn't fair.
Prez, Green Frost,
tweaks me in the
Tamer, Guck, Tingly.
And John.
And John. Forgot about John.
No, he left him out on purpose.
I love John's.
No, you just gotta label. You just gotta name him off as anonymous and put 3 numbers after it.
If you wanna be honest, yes, Fig and Mun's both very good players. Major's been playing very well because he doesn't get off the game. I don't know if he misses a lobby.
Who, Major?
Major, yeah. So the 3 of them have been playing well.
He just has his M.
The other guys have kind of been MIA.
I don't say that about anybody. Sorry, go ahead.
But you got to account for it. Fig is going to at least lose them 3 rounds because he's an idiot.
I'm trying to keep Fig out of my mouth.
We're just going to capitalize on those rounds. Quick 2-0. Probably get in bed by like 11:30. And celebrate. I think we'll probably all get coffee in the morning.
Okay. Why are you going to win?
Because we have the better team. This is a team game. People like Urge specifically get stuck in solo performances and stats and everything. I don't care if I have 1 win, and I know 1 kill or 20 kills, and I know Tamer feels the same way. End of the day, it's all about the dub, and we're getting it Sunday night.
Yeah, I think it's season play. That's certainly the game. He was funny. Tamer said he didn't think anyone was rooting for him. I'm like, I'm rooting for you guys. Like maybe I'm supposed to be neutral and do stuff like this, but I'm not. I'm rooting for you guys. I like a lot of you guys.
It's going to be a good match.
Fig, so I said that earlier. But
it's going to be a good match. I like Muntz a lot. It's going to be a good match, but I just think that we put together a good team that plays well together, communicates well, top to bottom, and I think that'll be the deciding factor.
Okay. So 2-0, you say?
I'm confident in 2-0.
How prepared are you?
How prepared were you for your SATs? Tamer, not Prod. I know you probably didn't do well.
I didn't study for the ACT, so I don't really know.
Why didn't you study?
Because I knew I was gonna do well enough to not have to worry about it.
Thanks for proving my point. Prod, doesn't matter how prepared we are. Whatever, we're ready to go. We're ready to 2-0.
Is he done? Is he leaving? Oh, that was actually pretty good.
I got a kid over here.
Dude, I'm gonna read his top 10 because I want to. Is there anything you guys would like to say? I mean, hopefully a whole bunch of people are gonna watch this. You certainly fucking earned a couple minutes for them to listen to your asses. Anything else you want to say?
Tamer?
No, I mean I'm just looking forward to completing something Urge couldn't do. Have the perfect season.
You guys are coming hard at this guy.
It's just fun, dude. Because he's gonna watch this and get so fired up. And at the end of the day, that's all it's about, dude. Little shit talking, having some fun, and doing what he can't do.
The only part that I think is funny to it is, and I was saying this to Tamer, is like his like in-person presence like adds a piece to this where you just want to like try to rile him up. I hope we all get to hang out like that one more time. But I think again, if there was a panel, it would be fair to be like, oh, maybe some guy's gonna pick Fig and Months. I do think circumstance-wise, like if this war turns into like a lot of late game, situations where, you're probably not going to be alive a whole lot of times in from a good standpoint. I'm sure you will be. I think you can get in trouble in some late rounds, but I think I think you guys are going to win.
I think the difference maker, I think, is the bottom half of our team. Bottom half of our team has played well beyond their drafted round, and I think that'll be the deciding factor that really puts us over the top.
Gotcha. I think Mr. Prez is a humongous. I think it takes the top half of your team and probably makes that seem stupid, if I'm brutally honest.
Yeah, Prez alleviates a lot of stuff that I don't need to do. Prez is an absolute monster, and Green Frost as well. They do a lot of the grunt work, so Strict and I can just flow freely and not put too much on our shoulders.
Yeah, and I guess it's really nice to know like solidified play styles too. That certainly helps with the with the team.
Yeah, we put together a good team through the draft, so it's benefited us greatly, and it should again on Sunday.
Listen, should I even let him listen to it right now, Tamer? Your top 10, or let him just hear it?
I think it's spot on.
All right.
You gave it. Of course, you think it's spot on.
It's true. Number one, and he gave an asterisk to it. Really, he said, if you can get past the rule manipulation, the best player in SIF right now is West. That's a large sentence. If you can get over the rule manipulation, West is alive as the best player in SIF, according to Tamer. Number two was Strict. He said that people would be probably not in agreement, but he went with it anyway. 3, he has Ghost. I told him the players have to be active, so we kind of teetered on this. He played the other day, whatever. I don't know, you got to play once in 6 months to keep your bank account.
Ghost is so good.
He put Bub at 4, and he gave Bub a nod for his demeanor, not just his play, which I thought was interesting, that he just enjoyed it. He said Sean is number 5, and he introduced him to footies. I don't know what that means, but I like it. This one I reacted.
Sean is the one who told Tamer to use visuals.
Gotcha. So maybe Sean uses them then.
On the visuals, it'll tell you which direction it's coming from. And it was literally on a banding, and I was like, "Oh, really?" And I turned it on. I was like, "Oh, this is great."
When's the last time Sean streamed?
I don't know. That was season 2.
Now you're using your brain, Prod.
It's been a long time. All right. 6 was Gizmo. Did I say that already?
No, you hadn't gotten to Gizmo yet.
6 is Gizmo. That caught me by surprise. Sorry, Giz. I love you. This one caught me by surprise too. 7 he gave to 187. See, Ken was getting annoyed because there's a name.
No, sorry. The baby's behind me getting in and stuff. Just make sure she's okay.
7 he gave it to Gare Bear. 187. 8 Loco. 9 Fig.
And Big Fig.
10 Months. And then he forced your name in the conversation as an 11. But also said
that's not that. See, that's the liberal media right there. I didn't force his name in the conversation. I should have just cut. As he started to correct it, I should have just cut him off. There were 3 people that could be 9, 10, and 11, and then
you said they cycle around.
Yeah, and
if you would have let me finish, I was going to say
but if you had to name 9 and 10, I said I would pick Fig at 9 and Months at 10.
That is what you said.
Okay. What do you want me to comment on it?
I don't know. You have any comments? Or you?
Yeah,
should I stamp it? Should I stamp it your 10 also?
No chance. Tamer's the only one who will give you that top 10. I don't know if he's going over the course of SIF, but he rates winning at the end of the day over everything. So I know where his list comes from. talent and winning. So he's not going to put certain people on there because they've collapsed in situations where they should have won and should have done better. So I understand what he does.
I think I agree with that. Hello there. Oh, she's so cute. I don't think I was recording yet when we were BSing, so I don't know if you want to repeat this part, Tamer. But this is where we'll end. And I agree with him. But it was something along the lines of, at some point, when does just the fact that the guy's on the team to win the championship, multiple times, have its place in the conversation? And I agree with him. Does that summarize what you said pretty well?
Yeah, at the end, yeah. I mean, what are they? The luckiest people? Bubs won 4 championships. Was he the luckiest player in all of SIF? But you break down, you ask people who the top 10 people are, and he's like 9 or 10 or he doesn't even make the list. Bro, are we getting all these puzzles out? It's either like 9, 10, or 11, and then you got people on the list who they're claiming is the number 1 talent that's never even won. It makes no sense.
It's a team game. It is a team game.
Backup offensive linemen get championships too, Tamer.
What'd you say?
I said backup offensive linemen get championships too.
Well, yeah, offensive linemen do. What's your point?
I said backup ones.
Backup.
Yeah, they got to still do something too.
Meaning sometimes you get a ring by default.
Yeah, I mean, I was trying to weasel my way in there.
But I get it. I understand his list. I understand his list, and I get where he's coming from. My list would be different. Most people's list would be different because I look at the now as opposed. But yes, winning is a huge key, and some people just haven't.
That was the now, but yeah, I like it. I'm not interested in your top 10 right now, but we'll win a championship and we'll come back to you.
I wasn't interested in giving it. If we're going bottom 10 though,
yes, you were.
You'd be bottom.
Yeah, I mean, your guys' feeling about my part is clear. All right, kidding. Tamer, it's all good, bro. Tamer, thanks for doing this. Camel, it was fun to have you pop in. I think that's funny that you tried to sneak in and I
was so upset that you got an alert. I was
able
to just sneak in.
Apparently, it sends an email to him when I forward it on.
No, I mean I had to start it, but like you said, I have different permissions too because I admin it on our side for some clients, so you wouldn't have been able to add it. So I saw him in there. I was whatever. I was happy that you guys were even somehow talking about it. I was just hoping it wasn't something that like that's why you said, hey, let's do an interview, and we're like trying to do something goofy.
No, I just found out.
I was gonna let it happen, but be like, yeah, I don't care. But I wanted to hear from Tamer. I think you. The other thing, Tamer, honestly, and maybe this is for me, as much as you troll and you have fun, you're one of the guys putting some work into this. And I know for me, I really appreciate it. So I intentionally was going to end with that exact sentence. So as much as it's fun and your source of energy to do it is probably to lacerate people with the numbers, thanks for doing it.
No problem. Thanks, Brad.
You got it. All right, you boys. It's still gonna record after this, but actually, whatever. Don't talk about this I didn't say bye to you. That's what I said bye to him, but not to you. So it made no sense. But now I'm talking about the recording, so that's it.
I think it's gonna be a good match, though, Prod.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be.
I gotta talk shit during your video.
Don't soften up now. Like I wanted you guys to.
End of the day, I think it's gonna be a good match, but I do think we have a team that can tune map.